You know, people with the problems in this country, there's no deterrent to crimes. I don't understand what we're doing in this country. You got people like this Sandusky character. This piece of garbage molested all these little boys. And what happens to him? They give him 400 years in jail. I mean, come on. He's 68 years old. Really? 400 years? What is wrong with that? Execute him. Why do we keep this guy alive? I mean, 40 years. How insane is that? Is it like rollover minutes? You get to keep the minutes? Can you pass the years off to your friends? How about that? You give your best friend 10 years? Your ex-wife 25 years? That's harsh. I know. Maybe 5 years. The ex-wife. How's that sound? I mean, seriously, can you give some to your sister, your brother, your neighbor? I mean, give me a break. This guy went from Penn State to the state pen. And you know what they had to do with him? They had to execute him at halftime of homecoming. How's that sound? And every halftime game up to that, you do your waterboard his ass. I mean, come on, people. This guy's been doing it for years. I guess it goes like, let's win at any cost. Is that how it works in college sports? I mean, a lot of college sports, they're corrupt. But, I mean, this is beyond, people. And they fined him $60 million. That's fine. They took paternal statute down, I'm fine with that. But you know what? How do you take the wins away from the guy? I mean, they actually won the game. You're punishing the kids that actually played. What does the wins got to do with anything? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Everything seems so backwards. It's like I say, and it might sound harsh to execute them, but what about the victims, people? What about the victims? Huh? Is that not harsh, the victims? Huh? You got this Colorado killer, this nut job. You know what they say about him? Oh, well, he's going to plead insanity. You think he was insane? What do you think? Come on, people. You're nuts to begin with to commit crimes like this. What do you think they ought to do with this guy? Why spend taxpayers' money on him? He's got to get a lawyer. He's going to plead insanity. And you have people talking about it. What are we going to do with this guy? I mean, don't you think he's prime execution for this son of a bitch? You put him in a Bronco Raider game, halftime. Once again, hang him. I mean, I'm all for that. You're going to raise money. You can sell T-shirts. You can sell, and all the money goes for the victims' families. How's that sound? But instead, no, we got to keep these people around. Keep these people around. Keep these people around. Then you got these judges in New York. This happened in Vermont, Missouri, and many other places. It's always a liberal judge more times than not. I don't understand this. This guy in New York rapes and murders, he rapes these children and he gets 2 years. How does that freaking work? Seriously. You know why that works, people? Because this judge, are all these judges that let these guys have soft sentences on these child killers and rapists? If it happened to their child, their grandchild, how would they feel? That's what you got to ask yourself that. If something happened to one of your kids, how would you feel? That's the problem with politicians too. Nothing's done because it hasn't happened, affected their family directly. That's the problem, people. Now, it sounds harsh, but I don't really think it is. Is it harsh? What's worse, raping and murdering a child, molesting a child for years, or executing the person who did it? Come on. Where's the common freaking sense on this planet? Seriously. I don't understand why people want to keep these animals alive. They have Jessica's law. I saw Cuomo and Christie. Well, Christie says he'll sign it if it comes across his desk. But Cuomo doesn't want to hear about it. Why not? What is wrong with these people? Now, to me, it shouldn't be a Democrat or Republican thing. It should be a common sense thing. Every governor should have this. There's like 9 states that don't have it, or 6 states. I mean, this is crazy. But I want it even stronger. I don't want 25 to life. I want to execute. You touch a child, you die. That's a deterrent to crime, don't you think? That's Liver's law. How's that sound? Mine's a death penalty for these scumbags. End of story. I mean, I don't understand. There's no one does a word thing about this. Oh, we just mosey on along our way, and we just give them lawyers, and we give them a few years in jail. And in these other cases, they give them 2 years. I can't even comprehend that. That to me is insane when they do that crap. But they're okay with this NAMBLA group. Yeah, I'll talk about these freaks again in Massachusetts, and they're in other places. You guys look these freaks up. They're okay with these sickos that prey on little boys. How the hell does that work? Again, how does that shit work in this country? Does that even make sense to people? I don't understand it. I just don't understand what goes on in our society. We have to protect the children of this country, of the world, actually. I mean, without the children, they're the future of the planet, people. But no, in America, you can come and be the biggest scumbag, and we make sure you get a lawyer. You got to give him his rights, but the poor victim's dead and gone. I'm just sick and tired of all the BS because there's no deterrent to crime. They had to show the crime. You know what you have to do? Here's what you have to do. People watch TV, advertisement, right? Advertisement's powerful. Everyone advertises. You put it on there, you kill a child, show a guy getting executed. It sounds harsh, but you know what? That might be a deterrent to crime, and some asshole thinks about doing that. What do you think? Huh? Instead, no, they can plead insanity. You can plead crazy. Oh, I'm crazy. He let me go. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to get the death penalty. No, you're going to get years in prison. Come on. I'm just sick and tired of this kissing the ass to these sickos. We got to execute these bastards. End of story.